Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be about the top 5 best junglers who are good for pushing ranks and carrying their teams to victory. This list is purely based on my opinion and I am positive that these 5 would be the best anyways. Wukong is a hero who can one-shot you even before you know who attacked you. He is a very strong hero in the middle game and late game. After he gets 4 or more items on his build, it is very hard to survive when Wukong is on top of you. He is also easy to play but has a weak early game, that's why he is at number 5 in our list. His only weakness is in the early game, when he doesn't have enough critical chance. But you can compensate for that by buying 4 gloves and then you will be having 4 into 12% of critical chance. So even in the early game, you will be able to deal a lot of crits and massive damage. So you can compensate for Wukong weakness in the early game. You can also have Arcana for critical chance if you want to focus on early game, and you can use critical damage if you want to focus on late game. Zooka is one of those heroes who is strong throughout the entire game. His passive that boosts his damage, he is strong even in the early game, allows him to go 1v1 against most of the warriors, assassins and squishies. And just one combo of his ability will be able to kill any squishies even in the early game. In the late game, when he is fully built, he will deal devastating amount of damage and he will also have his additional damage from his passive, and that allows him to one-shot any marksman or mage and even assassin. Thus Zooka is a very reliable pick when it comes to carrying a game, because he has 4 dashes and that can easily allow him to reach the backline and eliminate the squishy in the late game. So he is at number 4 in our list. Just like Zooka, Janna is also a very strong hero even from the early game, because when she gets to level 4, she is the most strongest hero in the game, because she has 6 abilities and from level 4 she can easily one-shot marksman, mage, assassin or warrior. And when she gets to the late game, the only difficulty she has is it is very hard for her to close the range between enemy squishy, because he has only one dash. But if you are able to ambush the squishies, they won't even stand a chance, because you will instantly one-shot them before they can even react. And also she has lot of crowd control in their mono wielding form, which allows her to be of very good utility for the entire team. So Janna is number 3 in our list. Tulen is a hero who is recently being used a lot in the jungle because of his huge damage output And since he is a magic damage hero, he can dominate the early game easily because enemies tend to buy magic defense later in the game. So Tulan has a lot of advantage, and also Tulan has very high damage output and he can fight multiple enemy at once because his ult will get reset after getting a successful kill or assist, and his passive bolt has very long range, and in the late game when he is fully built, just one passive bolt and ult will be able to finish off marksman or mage. And it is very hard for assassins to kill him because he has 3 dashes, and in most of the cases he can fight back and kill them if he has Hartikau. Thus Tulan is number 2 in our list. Now, before we get into the top 1, I want to let you know that almost 90% of the people who are watching our channel have not yet subscribed. So if you found the video helpful and entertaining, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Now, the number 1 spot in the list goes to Lubu. Lubu is a warrior jungler that makes him a very safe pick in any scenario because he will not die 1v1 to any enemy junglers. He can fight most of the enemies except some heroes like Florentino. Therefore, it makes him a very reliable pick, and since he is a warrior, he won't die quickly also. So, he is very strong in the early game. As it moves on to the late game, he will not be that powerful. So, if you are having Lubu, you will have a lot of power in the early game, and you can assert dominance and try to end matches as soon as possible. Lubu is the strongest jungler that you have till 10 minutes. So if you have Lubu, try to dive in with your team. Try to get Darkslayer and Abyssal and end the match as soon as possible, because in the late game it will be harder for him without a property to reach the battle. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a very nice day, and I will see you guys in the next video.